everybody, good evening. Thanks very much for coming tonight. It's really great to see so many of you here, and we really appreciate you coming along, and I hope you'll enjoy it. I know you've enjoyed the other ones, and it's the same format as we do from before. This time we're going to do top to tail, and Dr. Mandy Allison's here to talk about that. But we've got all the usual goodies here. We've got Mary doing her talk on healthy nutrition, and she's got a nice stall there with all her bits and pieces here. Marion and Jill are here to give you some advice and support about smoking cessation. My name's Diane Devlin, I'm a public health practitioner, and I cover South East Local Healthcare Partnership. And the reason we got the Pamper Nights started was because the North Cancer Awareness Project came into being 3 years ago, and we wanted to try and bring local people in to community settings and work with other partners and trying to get the message about health promotion, basically, cancer awareness. And we felt that a good way to do it would be give women what they want, basically, and what they need. And what they need is to be looked after a little bit and to be taken care of and get a bit of pampering. Without further ado, or ado even, I'd like to introduce Dr. Mandy Allison from Craigmillar Medical Centre.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for coming. I was asked tonight to do a top to toe, I think, not top to tail, talk of cancer prevention. So I thought we'd start with the British Medical Journal, which is always very informative, and it's got a very detailed study here on cancer prevention. But then I thought perhaps that was a wee bit heavy tonight. So I thought really we should try and use the knowledge that you've all gained from coming to previous nights to see if you can work out the ABC of cancer prevention. And I got involved in these evenings because it seemed to be a good way of getting local women engaged with a health promotion event, particularly on the difficult subject of cancer prevention, in a way that seemed to be likely to actually get people to come to engage with a message in a way that wasn't frightening or off-putting. And we've been pleasantly surprised both by the uptake and by the fact that people will come back again to hear a different message. And it seems as though the hard-hitting message has got through within an atmosphere that people feel unthreatened and supported by other local women.
And I work with a charity called Look Good, Feel Better, to make people happy and to like themselves. That is the most important thing in life, looking in that mirror and smiling and thinking, I'm pretty good. And when you're really down, you really want to look in there and smile and feel good about yourself.
One of the things that we thought would be useful within the Pamper experience, the 2-hour session, was to kind of have a little programme and break it up into little bite-sized bits. A bit at the end, kind of dancing, or a kind of group relaxation. A bit at the beginning about the kind of hard sell about health promotion, cancer awareness, and then a bit to kind of dramatise a scenario, something about going to the doctors and how hard it was.
It's just me. You've got your mail here. Just make your new post date. Oh, he's alright, Johnny Depp.
What you doing? You're like a dug in heat. Bills. Oh, don't mail. Now, what cup of tea?
Aye, please. What's that one? That's for the doctors. You're better opening that one.
No, just be another letter for the surgery. Tell me that I've missed my smear. This is the 3rd time we've written to you. You've missed your smear. Don't know why they used the stamps.
You not been for yours yet? I got mine done a couple of months ago.
Last time I got my smear was when Johnny was born.
That was about 15 years ago.
Aye, but it was horrible. I can still remember the pain. I've no intentions of opening my thighs for any nurse.
But it's to prevent cancer. I was so relieved when I got my results through the post. Like, I've not to go back for another 3 years.
But how can it prevent cancer? A big cold spring thing scraping at my nether regions? No, it can only detect if you've got a big cancer growth. And even then, I wouldn't want to know.
No. It's no like that anymore. The nurse explained it all to me. She says all you do is get a couple of wee tiny cells onto the wee glass thing under the microscope. You didn't use that big metal thing now. In fact, it's like a wee scrubbing brush thing.
What do you think we've got up there? A doorstep?
No, you're having to go anywhere but the water on your hands. See about it then. I'll come with you.
Thanks. That just made me sound like I'm a witch. I'll think about it though.
Hello, Mrs. Evans. Have a seat.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm fine. I've come to get my wart looked at.
You've come for a smear, I think. You're due a smear. It's pretty overdue. Last one, 1989?
Really? Well, I've not had any kids since then, so I should be alright, eh?
I can see why you would think that, but it doesn't really make any difference about that. Having children, you still need to have a smear. So we can do it for you now if you like. Have you got any specific concerns about getting a smear? Because I can help you with that.
Concerns? Too right I have. It was cold and it was painful. Might have been 15 years ago, but I can still remember it. No, I've changed my mind. And anyway, if I've got cancer, it'll be too late now.
It's very different now. We use different instruments and I'll be very gentle, so there's really nothing to worry about. A smear is to pick up precancerous cells at the neck of the womb. It acts as a sort of early warning system, and we can pick up any problems and we can treat them completely if we pick them up early.
Early warning system, you say? Well, that sounds a good thing. Can't be that bad. OK, let's get over and done with. I'll just lie back and think of Johnny Depp.
I did like the play acting, yes. We did that for cervical smears. And the doctor was convincing these people that how important it was. And they didn't think it was because they weren't ill and they didn't need it. And
people do understand them instead of having all your medical jargon and what have you, which a lot of people don't understand at all.
They were able to laugh a little bit, and I think then they were able to sort of turn to their neighbour and talk about things and kind of share. And they were able to, through the drama, they were able to, I suppose, absorb the message a little bit more.
A wee bit of humour flung in, it softens the blow. And that's what I found. You can put a wee bit of humour in and still be serious at the same time and get the message across.
They didn't really want to get the hard message, about cancer, because a lot of women in this area, what we kind of call the hard to reach, would be scared about actually coming along and hearing about cancer. But they'd like to hear about looking after yourself, maybe eating a bit better, kind of a softer message about how to prevent cancer.
I am trying to encourage people to try healthy food. Quite a lot of people are on a limited budget, so my purpose here is to let them try things they might not have tried before and explain that actually a lot of cheap foods are healthy. It's just getting the balance of food so that we're not overeating on nice, sweet, fat things, but actually we can make cheap things that are healthy, full of fibre, full of vitamins, that can prevent cancer. I give them recipes and I give them information, and because they've tried things and see how easy it is, then they're more inclined to go back and say, well, actually, I wouldn't have thought of doing that, those two ingredients together.
The health side of it, they give you fruit, vegetables, juice, fruit juice.
Women can enjoy a pamper night, get serious information across, and also make it an enjoyable night as well.
the awareness of cancer. I had a friend who died that I feel I could have helped if I had known then what I know now.
People are relaxed, they come up and taste things, and they're really taking on board a lot of the messages. In this way, if you're getting people to relax, come on board, have a good time, and chat amongst themselves, chat with me when I'm doing grilling and making the soups and things, I found that there has been more positive outcome from it.
I've more or less thought how it would affect my children and the things that I could start doing to make their future healthier.
My husband died of pancreatic cancer. He was only 49, and I would like to know more about preventative cancer.
We've learnt a lot from this, but mostly the cancer awareness, I think, to me, especially bowel, which has been a problem with me.
You not finished in here yet? You used to hear this room done in no time at all. You got any fags there? I've left my fags in the locker.
No, I've given up.
Since when? You want to eat crisps then?
No, thank you. I'm starting to eat healthily. Do you know, I have to eat 55 different types of fruit and veg every day.
No, I think you mean 5. Healthy eating, are we? You'll not be drinking healthy, so when we hit that party the night at Alison's.
No, I can't. I've given up alcohol too.
What's brought all that on?
Well, I've got the doctors and I want to get the answers right.
What answers?
To the questions that they're going to ask me, the ones about like healthy eating and you're smoking and you're drinking.
When did all this start?
This morning.
Oh, well, that's great. Another night'll no matter. But you've been smoking since you were at nursery. You've been drinking since you were the size of a vodka bottle. You eat every greasy bit of food gone anyway. What are you going to the doctors for?
Well, it's my lower half.
Oh, your man. We've all got that problem. I'll give you your answers.
No, it's my rear end, my escape hatch, my number 2s.
I didn't need to know your toilet habits, hen.
But I need to practice. Do you ken how embarrassing it is talking about that department? I mean, I'll get in there and I'll go and talk about my hot flushes or something.
You want me to be a doctor? Right, come on then.
Well, you see, it's when I do my number 2s. Sometimes it's the squits. And when I've been, I have to go right back and it's like watery and yucky and, well, sometimes there's blood in it. But that's probably just my piles.
Oh, I didn't need to hear any more of this. I'm only a pretend doctor. And anyway, I've got the early session of the bingo to go to. I need to run.
Mrs. Ovens, what can I do for you today?
Well, it's just sometimes when I go, well, it's changed. And I mean, I'm eating fruit now, so that's good. But I can see you're busy. I'm all right. I'll come back another time. It's all right. I'll leave it now.
No. Let's start again. You say it's when you go.
Mm-hmm. To the toilet.
When you go to pass water?
No, the other.
So something has changed with your bowels. Do you want to tell me what's worrying you? Well, Mrs. Ovens, I'm very pleased you've come to see me today. There's obviously been some things worrying you that have caused you to make some really good changes to your lifestyle with the eating, and that's great and it's really important to keep it up. But regarding your bowels, it's important to get these things checked out early. And you don't need to be embarrassed about talking about your bowels. I do this all the time. And you know, your bottom really is the top of my list of priorities, as it says in this leaflet, which I'll give you to take away. But in terms of checking it out, we can do that today if you just like to pop up on the couch and roll over and we'll have a wee look. This community unfortunately has a high prevalence of all the major risk factors for cancer, such as high degrees of smoking, poor diet, high alcohol intake and other such things. And it's very difficult to get messages across to people that they should change their behaviour. And this atmosphere seemed to allow quite difficult messages to be received positively and we hope resulted in some behavioural change, which we know will make major impacts to people's health.
On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. And when it comes down to this bit here, I'll get you to blow through here, just a bit like a breathalyzer. My involvement in the Pamper Nights is trying to give people a stop smoking message. The fancy word is smoking cessation, but we're trying to make the language easy and just call it stop smoking. Giving people information and informed choices that they can make and take forward, either to go to their GP and get some NRT products, patches, microtabs, all different kinds of products. And this is a good platform for people to come to me and to let people know where the services are. So you're just about there on the chart. So that's the equivalent of a light smoker.
Oh, I'm a light smoker. Yes,
Just a good way of connecting with people that they may not go to other sources to get the information, and it gets over in a personal way, informal way, rather than being bombarded with information.
Because it's real stuff that they're talking about and a lot of people are scared of the truth basically, and it's trying to put it across that if you deal with it straight away, it's no scary and you can get treatment a lot quicker. look at this one. Is that sexy?
Whoa! The only problem is, though, there's not enough wiring in that to hurt me if you drooping. Tell you what, my nipples would be doing at my knees.
I know, gravity's got a lot to answer for.
Aye, tell you, it has.
Hi there, you okay there?
Yeah.
You needing any help at all?
No, thanks, I'm just having a wee
Are you sure?
look.
If you do, I'll just be over there. Okay.
Thank you very
Okay
much.
then.
Cheers. I like that one, because that one would go with my black trousers, but then I like the white one, so much. I'll try both of them.
How was your lassie, Judy? Did she go for that bra fitting last week?
Aye, she's in a AAA now. She wants to get into a grown-up bra, but there's not really enough there to fill them. I got myself measured at the same time when I was there.
And?
I've always bought a 36B, but the lady in the shop said that I was a 34 double D. Tell you, my man was well chuffed. Bibs to get a hoodie, he said.
What, they didn't even feel like I was half of the time. If it's not the man that's hanging on to them, it's the bairns.
But then you came in your own when you start to feel a lump.
A lump? Have you felt something like?
Aye. It was when I went to that bra fitting last week.
Have you been to the doctors or told anybody?
It's a bit daft. I'll go away. I'll just be a wee lump. It'll be hormonal. It's nothing serious.
No, that'll not go away by itself and you'll end up worrying yourself sick over it. I'd make an appointment.
No, I couldn't do that. It was too embarrassing. No, I would end up with a male doctor. No, I couldn't.
But it doesn't have to be a male doctor. You can go to the female doctors now.
Aye, but then I'm all baggy and saggy looking. No, and then if they mentioned the C word, I didn't want to know. I wouldn't want to know.
You're mad. You're better getting away and getting checked out like. I'll come with you.
We'll see.
Hello, Mrs. Ovens. I'm Dr. Gentle. Now, what can I do for you today?
Well, it's my chest. Well, actually, it's not my chest. It's my daughter's chest.
Your daughter's chest?
Mm-hmm. Yep. She's 13 and, well, she's just started developing and, in fact, she's got her first bra now and, well, she's got these wee lumps and I was just wondering if that was normal.
It probably is normal. It may just be her breast developing, but we could easily examine her if that's what she'd like, just to reassure her and you. Did she come with you today?
No, I came myself today.
So is there anything that's worrying you?
Well, it's a bit embarrassing.
It's all right. Take your time.
Well, it's just a wee lump, but I mean, I've always been lumpy since I've had the kids, you know, it's there, but it's a new one. It's no sore and it's not that big. I expect it's nothing.
But it's worrying you. Would you like me to check it out today? What we could do is I could examine you today and then we can discuss if anything else needs to be done. Now, you don't need to be embarrassed. I do this all the time and it's really nothing to worry about. So if you'd just like to get up on the couch and I'll pull the curtains round and we'll have a wee look. Well, Mrs. Ovens, you're quite right. There is a lump there that I can feel today. It's very small, as you say, but it is new. So I think we probably should take this seriously. What would be best is if I refer you to the breast clinic where they can check it out more thoroughly, okay? Now, this appointment comes through very quickly and they can do all the checks in one visit to the clinic. So how do you feel about that?
It would put my mind at rest. Just one thing, though.
Yes?
Will you warm your hands up next time?
Breast cancer is the commonest form of cancer in women. And the message really here is for you to know your own breasts. Self-examine your breasts so that if there's any changes, you can detect them and can go to the doctor early.
The big thing is go to the doctor. Don't say, oh, I don't know what it is and it's not painful. But really, to get them to go to the doctor.
It's also a fun night, although you're learning about all the different cancers and food and what have you. You're also getting to try out all the different therapies, like massages, Reiki, etc.
Relaxation, Reiki, acupressure.
We've had head massage, we've had all body massage.
The most I get out of is massage. I find reflexology is good as well.
We even had dancing one night. We were taught line dancing.
They have raffles and they have quizzes.
The experience of these evenings has been a huge success and very gratifying because people have turned out.
I've come to every one of them. I find them very informative.
I think it's good because it gets some of the people in the community together.
You come along and join in without actually doing anything, just go around the different stalls that we put out.
And more people should get involved for the cancer side of things because there's so much cancer, all different types of cancer that can be prevented.
And this has been a really good way to kind of show that the health service wants to partner up and have a healthy relationship with other organisations to get to local people.
Women have enjoyed it and have chosen to come and sort out problems that they've been thinking about going to the doctor or nurse about, and this has been a prompt for them to seek help.
They've got a lot out of it, and some of them have started to change their lifestyles a bit.
I would do anything now rather be ill.